Hello and welcome to a pretty lengthy series where we built an entire fursuit from scratch. I'll be covering nifty tips and tricks to make sure your first fursuit is a breeze. By the end of this video, you will learn all things foam and have a completed foam base ready to be lined. Please keep in mind that there is no right or wrong way to make a fursuit. This series is a compilation of what worked for me, but my techniques could be absolutely obnoxious to you. And the only way to understand what you like and what you don't like is through trial and error. And with that, let's move on to the materials. First and foremost, get low density 1/2 inch and 1 inch foam. I use 1/2 yard for each, but if it's your first head, get a yard. You're gonna need a marker, scissors, tape, any fabric of your choosing. I use neoprene, but cotton or felt is completely fine. A hot glue gun, a lot of glue sticks. I use Gorilla. Last but not least, please make a pattern. You can draw this on the computer, or traditionally you can always buy them from other makers, but you cannot make a head without a pattern. Everything else you see in the video is absolutely optional. The only thing that's not on here are your eye blanks. You don't have to have completed eye blanks. A cardboard cutout is completely fine, but yeah, I did not include them in this list. So all I'm doing in this clip is just tracing my pattern pieces onto 1 inch high density foam. And like I said, please get low density foam. It's easier and it's cheaper to work with, but I'm using high density because it's what I got. So there is no easy way for me to explain this part, but basically when you're cutting out and tracing out your muzzle shape, regardless of how many layers you make it, make sure that the middle layers are these outline pieces of your muzzle shape, if that makes sense. You're gonna know exactly what I mean in the next clip, but what this does is save you a lot of time, a lot of pain, a lot of tears, and blood probably, whenever you're gonna be hollowing out your muzzle. Right here is exactly what I was talking about. So you're gonna glue those shrimpy dimpy looking pieces in the middle and then smack the other pieces on the sides. Also, please don't use a lot of glue. Little goes a very long way. Your head is gonna stay together, everything is gonna be fine. You don't want to add unnecessary weight, and cutting through glue is a nightmare. So don't do that to yourself. Also, I am making the nose red here, but I don't glue it until very later on. If you're making a feline nose, it kind of has to protrude out. It looks weird, but yeah, if you're not gonna make it protrude out, the fur will like swallow it, and then there will be literally no dimension, unless that's the look you're going for. But yeah, I am making a feline, so the nose kind of has to pop out a bit. Now take a look at this mouth. It's very ugly inside, right? It's so choppy. And whenever you line your mouth, it's not gonna look nice. It's gonna be very bumpy and very rough. So what you're gonna do is take whatever fabric of your choosing. For me, it was neoprene, and you're gonna cut out small pieces and then just like glue it in, or wherever it's very rough looking. But also try to smooth it out with your scissors as much as you can, and then when you can't smooth it out, just use your fabric and glue it in. Also, I'm so sorry that the camera angles are terrible. All you see on your screen right here is all the space I have to work with. My room is very tiny. The angles and the videography is gonna get a lot better throughout the series, I promise you.
Why'd you pull the trigger? You won't find the light in the smoke and mirrors. You're screaming my name, we're lost in the haze. Baby, tell me, are you entertained? They're saying my name, calling me insane. I'm running like a bullet to the brain, 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 Welcome to the carnival, the freaks come out to play. Shut your eyes, get up, eyes, and we look into play. Welcome to the carnival, you made a big mistake. Your biggest fear, the freak show, so you don't try to run away.
Also, yeah, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just making sure the sides look very symmetrical. It doesn't have to be literally mirrored, but just make it as smooth as you can and as symmetrical as you can. we're right back again at using this technique of mine. If, for example, your forehead is looking too goofy, if it's looking like a 5 head, just get any piece of fabric. Again, I'm using neoprene. Just put some glue on top and then basically squish your head. Just morph it into what you want it to be.
12 de la noche en La Habana, Cuba.
11 de la noche.
Just keep in mind to use very little glue and cut off any loose ends.
Viajar, me gustas tú, me gusta la mañana, me gustas tú, me gusta el viento, me gustas tú, me gusta soñar, me gustas tú, me gusta la mar, me gustas.
You can also use fabric if there is a jagged or a weird part you don't like. You can always use fabric to just smooth it out.
Me gustas tú, me gusta correr, me gustas tú, me gusta la lluvia, me gustas tú, me gusta volver, me gustas tú, me gusta marihuana, me gustas tú, me gusta colombiana, me gustas tú, me gusta la montaña, me gustas tú, me gusta la noche. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais pas. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais plus. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je suis perdu. ¿Qué horas son, mi corazón?
12, 1 minuto.
Me gusta la cena, me gustas tú. Me gusta la vecina, me gustas tú. Me gusta su cocina, me gustas tú. Me gusta camelar, me gustas tú. Me gusta la guitarra, me gustas tú. Me gusta el reggae, me gustas tú. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais pas. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais plus. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je suis perdu. ¿Qué horas son, mi corazón? Me gusta la canela, me gustas tú. Me gusta el fuego, me gustas tú. Me gusta menear, me gustas tú. Me gusta la Coruña, me gustas tú. Me gusta Malasaña, me gustas tú. Me gusta la castaña, me gustas tú. Me gusta Guatemala, me gustas tú. ¿Qué voy a hacer? Je ne sais pas. ¿Qué voy a hacer?
Right here, I'm just putting my eye blinks in and I'm realizing they don't fit. So I'm trying to work around that and I'm trying to make them fit. So I'm putting just scraps in any holes or just smoothing it out basically. Now here I am cutting out the ears as well as the cheek fluff shape. There is many ways to do this. Some people do the triangles, some people do one triangle, some people do a little half circle thingy, but I'm just doing one small triangle, one big triangle. Some people don't even do this part. You know, it's all a matter of your preference, but I've always done it this way and I just kind of stuck to my little tradition. And so because I am using low density foam for the ears, they will sag a tiny bit, so I just use some of that fabric to make sure that they hold up just right. And there you have it. You have completed a fursuit foam base. Thank you so much for staying tuned and for watching it to this part, or even skipping to this part. It genuinely means the world to me, and I hope that you found something useful in this video. Stay tuned for the next video of this series, where we line, make the eyes, make the mouth, and pattern this bad boy.